Hello guys, the topic we are going to see today is objects. So this is the 32nd session. So before going into, we are going to go through the contents in the programmer's website and also parallelly with the PPT which I have prepared. Fine. So before going into the object, JavaScript object, first imagine an object in a real world. What are the objects in the real world? You can here I gave an example as a cup. Yeah, cup is an object. And what are the things you can imagine? Like car is an object, your mobile phone, yeah, it's an object. So what it is written here, JavaScript object is a non-primitive data type. Yeah, here what they are telling, the object is a data type, because already in the data type list we have read object is one of the data type, that is non-primitive data type. Strings and numbers are not primitive data types. Strings, numbers, and booleans, and there are around 6 primitive data types, I think. Object is a non-primitive data type that allows you to store multiple collections of data. What they're saying is we that allows us to store multiple collections of data. In numbers you can just save numbers, and then in boolean you can just save true or false, and then in strings you can just save only the text or paragraphs, right? So in object you can store multiple collections of data, but in array also you can store multiple collections of data, right? But in array we will store like a list of values, like some marks we can store it in an array. We can store people's name in an array. We That is a list of what is an array? It stores the list of values of, mostly we will use to store homogeneous data. What is homogeneous data? It is kind of a same kind of data. Let's say name is a same kind of data string. A name will be of string. So and also numbers, so I'll store just numbers or some marks or those kind of for those kind of things we will use array. After saying an example for object, you'll get clear to which what kind of data we need to go for array and what kind of data we need to go for objects. So what we were speaking about, we were thinking about some real world objects. So we can consider, first we can take car as an object. So car is an object. What are all the properties of car? You can say the type of car, name of car, and model of car, and also in which year it is manufactured, or you can say which year you bought that car. And also, yeah, color, I have said, I think color of the car. So these are all the properties of car, right? Let's say color of your car is red, and then type of your car is sedan, and then name of your car is Ford, and then what else? Year of manufacturing is 2010. So these kind of properties, the car is having these kind of properties. And also the car has some functionalities too, right? Like a what kind of functionalities a car has? Using a car we can drive, and then it is not only like driving, we can stop the car. So these are all the things are the functionalities of car. Applying brake is a functionality, and then let me say in some other examples, um, we can take mobile phone. So mobile phone also you can say the name of the mobile phone, and then color of the mobile phone, and the case which you are using. And what are the functionalities of mobile phone? You can message. You can use it for messaging, and then you can use it to make a call, and then you can use it to use it for browsing, and these are the functionalities of mobile phone. There are too many functionalities through which there are lots of functionalities in the mobile. So let me first here what example we have chosen. Yeah, we can see this example itself. So here what object they have taken. They have taken an object called student. So student has, let me see here what object we took. Yeah, we have took some, I think some car as an object. Let me go there and then we can create our own object. There are three methods of creating an object. So first we are going to see the first method. First we are going to see the first method, how to create an object. We can use console let itself. Let car equal to, how you need to write name. Name of the car is, let's say, Ford, and then type, let's say, sedan, and then color of the car is, let's say, black, year 2010. So first let me console.log car, and then type of car. So first we will check what it is showing in console. So car, color, and then which is showing all the properties which I have given there, and then type of car is object. So it is saying it is an object. So this is the first method of creating an object. So people might say this is, I think, create object using, create an object using object literals. Don't know whether they have mentioned here, but object literals. Fine. So we have created an object, name, type, color, and here, and then type is object. So we can also add a function. Okay, before adding a function, let me see whether we have any functions here. I was saying you we have functions, but if any function is inside the object, we need to call that as a method, not as a function. We need to call that as method. Already in previous classes, I would have told there are some differences between functions and methods. So methods are also some functions, but which is present inside the object. Let's say drive. I'm writing a functionality for drive, and then this is a function which now we are going to just return drive. Fine. So here I can say show name. For showing the name of the car, I'm going to add a function here. Show name with model. So show name with model is a function inside the object car. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show the name of show name and model. We will see how to access this name and type of type. Let's say type. We will see later how to fetch this name and then type inside this function. For now, just imagine, see there are some properties. These are all the properties of the car object. These are all kind of variables, but this is functions. So functions inside the objects are called methods. So these are all the object methods. So how we can access these things first? So first we need to know how we can access these things. Okay, let me do console.log of. How we are going to access it is car dot name. So using the dot operator, accessing object using dot operator. What is a dot operator here? Nothing. It is just a dot we are using. So car dot name. So car dot name. We are accessing the name of the car using the dot operator and then the property name. So actually here, before going to it, I need to say something. This is the property. By hover over it also, it is saying the left side name is called a property and this is a value. Sorry, I have said it wrongly. Both name and code is a property. Wait, I'll write it here. Or property. This is a property. Name and code, both name and code is a property. Here, name is a key. Code is a value. So what does it mean? A property is a key value pair. So this is a key, name and then type and then color and then year and then drive. These are all the keys. These are all the values. So what we were saying, we are having these are all the properties of an object. Each of this is a key and this is a value. So key value pair. Each property is a key value pair. Each property is a key value pair. So let me go to the slide. Yeah, I have given some definitions here. An object is a collection of properties. Yeah, an object is a collection of properties. Each one is a property. So collection of properties is an object. Yes. A property is an association between a name and a value. So mostly we will use key only. So we have written it here. Yes. So each property, a property is an association between a key and a value. So fine, next line is also clear. A property's value can be of any data type. So the property's value can be of any data type. Let's say we can just keep it a name of age of the car. We can say from the manufacturing date we will give cars ages, or else we can add some anything which includes numbers. Okay, there they have mentioned the wheels. How many wheels are there in the car? 4 wheels. So we can ask, can drive is in a good condition. I can ask, is good condition. True. Yes, it is in a good condition to drive. So The values are here. This value is a string, this value is a number, and this value is a boolean. This is string and then string. This is a function. So what they are saying is the properties value can be of any data type. Yeah, this can be of any data type. This line is also clear. Object names and properties are case sensitive. You already know variables are case sensitive. What does it mean? If I give name and then if I give name, both are different. So it knows to sense the case. You already know, right? Like let count and then let count with a capital letter. So this count is a different variable. This count is a different variable. That is, they are saying that only it is case sensitive. Object name and also the object name and also the key and also the key. Property name is a key here. Property name can be a valid JavaScript string. Property name is a key here. The key can be a valid JavaScript string. So you actually it is we have not enclosed it like this, but you can also enclose it like this. But simply in most of the cases we won't enclose the it in a single quote or double quote also you can use. In most of the cases we will write it like this, but at last actually it is just a string. So we are adding our own variables, right? If I want to add some more property also I can add. So these things are like just a string, like a string. It's not a string, it's like a string that can be a valid JavaScript. Any kind of text, a string value you can give, like it is of your, we can give our own name. Fine. Unassigned properties of an object are undefined. If I'm not assigning anything to it, the value stored to the year will be, it is not allowing at all here. If I did not add any values to it, it will take it as an undefined. Fine. Okay. Till now, what we have seen, we have just seen what is an object. That too, we have seen only one method how to create an object, and also object as a properties. Object has properties. Each property consists of a key and a value. Fine. Then what we are going to see, accessing object. How to access the object, each property, accessing properties of objects, right? So I'm going to access property of an object. So I'm going to access the property of a car by using dot operator. So what it will result, it will output as code. So I can also access type. First, let me go to browser and then we will check it whether we can access. Yeah, we can access. It is showing code and also it is showing the type sedan. Fine. We can also access like this, console.log of car of age. So we can use the square bracket with the property name, with the key here to access the value. So here what I have done, same like car dot age, I can also use car of age, because already I have told these are all the strings. So here we cannot use like this. I cannot use like this here without, okay, I cannot use like this because it will say it is not defined, because it will take like a variable. So I need to use string here. So if I am accessing it inside the square bracket, I need to use single quotes or double quotes here. So here now, if I give sedan, so this also gives the same output. This also gives the same output. There are some difference in it. While working in project, it will be more clear. For now, you can say you can access like this also and this also. Fine. Then we have covered till C. Object key value pairs are called properties. Accessing till this we have learned using dot operation and then using bracket notation. Yeah, we have seen that too. They have used double quotes. We have used just single quotes. Nothing much difference. JavaScript can be a nested object. So this object can have a nested object. We can add address here. What is the address of the car? Like we can say this car is what to say, it is parked in some address. So the parking address we are going to give. So parking address. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. I can add what is we can say street name, right? Street name, in which street it is parked, and then let's say some street name, Gandhi Street, and also in location or area name, let's say Velachery, and then state name, a small camel case we need to use, state name, Tamil Nadu. So what we have written, we have added an object inside an object. So this is called nesting. You already know nesting of loops, you might have studied. For loop inside a for loop, right? So same like that, we can add an object inside an object. So this is called nesting an object. But this is an object name. We cannot say parking address is an object because we have declared this with a let. So this is an object. But here we have used a nested object. So how I can access this is, let me, okay, I can console.log car dot parking address dot state name or street name or also area name. If I'm giving area name. So the three properties I can access. Our browser is also giving us suggestions. What are all the key values inside it? So nothing big. We are going to access car dot this and then dot this. That's it. And also we can access it like car of parking address, street name. So I can access like this also. So here it gave area name Velachery, and then this is street name, Gandhi Street. So in different kind of methods we can we have accessed. So this is not called nesting of objects. Fine. So now we are going to see object methods. So object methods, we have added two methods in this object car. So we will try to access it. We will check how to access that function, not to, methods. So how you can access that method is car dot. See how you can access drive. So this is the function. So you need to use parenthesis to call it. Where undefined is coming. If I access this drive, it just returns me the function. But if I okay, we can saying undefined. Actually, it should return this console. Why it is not giving greet? I have written exactly like this. Why it is not showing drive function of it is showing this drive and then it is showing some other undefined thing. From where that undefined is coming? It's coming from the line 48. What is there in 48? From here only it is coming. Let me just use this. Actually, I have given one console.log and then inside that there is a console.log. So console.log of console.log something have written. So already I have a console here. So no confusions. We can just we can call the function method inside the object using a dot operator, exactly like the other properties. So car dot drive. This is a function, so you need to call it using this parenthesis, right? So car dot drive, what it is returning? It is returning just the function inside it. So here also they have given an example. They are calling person dot greet. So it is just returning the console dot log hello. So hello is getting printed. Here a function is used as a value for the greet key. So this is also a key. Drive is also a key. Function is a value. This is a key and this is a value. They have mentioned it here. That's why we need to use person.greet instead of. So we need to call the function inside it. So I need to call drive off. Then only I can call this function. You can just consider it like this drive. So it is just like a function name. I'm just saying, for example, it is just like a function name. So if you want to call it, you need to call dot driver with this parenthesis, then only it will get called. That is the syntax for this. Okay. We have completed this thing and then JavaScript methods and then this keyword. Already I might have said about this keyword in the arrow functions. We will see. I told you guys that we can see later while studying objects and all. So we can see now. Okay. Actually, what they have done it here is they are saying if I'm not adding this color and then this year here, let me, I have removed the color and then I am removing the age also, age and some other thing I have removed. I can add here saying age equal to 10, 10, and car dot, what I have removed other two variables. I don't know, I think color I have removed. So car dot color, let's say blue. I can also assign properties, this is key and then value to the already defined object. So let me console, I'll first console this car before this, and then sometimes console will act like a reference. Actually, this is a reference. Okay, don't get confused. This line, car does not have a age and a color property, but after this, after I added it, got after I have added this line, these two properties got added to the car. Actually, in the console, you might have seen in the previous. If you copy this thing here, also you'll get. That is the problem in one problem in console. Let me remove the second console and then just see this now. Age and color removed, right? Sorry. So till this, it is showing this. Here only I am adding it, but console will add as a reference. I have taught you, right, in array reference and all. So it will act in that manner and then it is showing here itself. But as of now, you can say I'm just adding two properties, age and color, to the car. So I can add properties to the object like this also. This is the concept I want to teach it here, and that reference thing we can you'll get to know while you're working in projects, or if we work if I say any examples in the future, we can see that. For now, I just want to say this concept. We can also add property using the dot operator, and then we can assign it to the assign a value to the key. So age and color got added here. That's the thing they have mentioned here. And also I can add a function like this. So I can add, I'm removing this, and then instead of this, I can add a function like this. But here equal to sign should be there. So because we are not using inside it, we are adding a function after creating an object. We have created an object here, but we are adding some more properties here. Adding properties to the object. Let's see, 37 minutes. Show name with type. So if I console it here, see this function also got added here. Let me go to the another concept. JavaScript with this keyword. So I was telling here, I'm going to Copy this and then going to paste it as like previously. Okay, this is how it was before. So I am going to return this dot name plus we can use, I'm not going to, actually I'm going to add some string and all. Okay, I'll first use it this and then I'll replace it with the tick string. You know, string literals, right? First I'll explain the concept. This dot name Ford is of type, which type? This dot type dot type. So what I have done is it will return this dot name Ford. So I am accessing what this will do here. This is referring to this object. So here this is referring to this object. So it is indirectly we are saying car dot name and then car dot type. So what is car dot name? Ford. Ford is of what is this dot type? Sedan. So Ford is of sedan type. So just let me use this car. Now I can use console.log because I have removed console.log from there. So console.log, excuse me, car dot this function name. I'm calling. So I'm calling show name with type function, which is in method, which is inside this car object. So let me see what is showing. So there's no space here. So I'm adding some space. I have added double quotes and single quotes. I'll replace it with a double quote. What it is showing, Ford is of sedan type. So this is the expected output. So what I'm accessing it here. So if I access use this dot, this is, see what is this refers. This is the same object. So I can access any of the properties here. So I can use is condition or type or parking address, anything I can use inside this, because if see this dot, it will suggest all or all what are all the properties inside car function. So I am using this keyword inside the function and the object. This refers to the object, nothing. This refers to the object, so I can access any of the properties inside the object. So name also I can use parking address dot, I need to area name. So I can use another function, show parking address. I'm going to show the parking address of the car. So what I'm gonna write is return for this dot name. So now I'm going to write it inside the tick mark, so you can get used to it. So how I need to write? I need to write this dot. So any variable I need to write inside the dollar and what is that? Curly brace. So this dot name. So this dot name is Ford is parked in, where it is parked. Instead of this, I'm using tick mark, nothing big. So this dot parking address dot, I can say area street name Gandhi Street. Ford is parked in Gandhi Street, which is at Velacheri, or else I can say at Velacheri. I want to say. So what I want to say, this dot name dot, sorry, this dot parking address dot area name. So what it will show, if I'm calling this function show parking address, so I'm going to call parking address. So what it will return, this dot name is, this is nothing but the object. So object is car dot name is Ford, is parked in, and then this dot parking address dot street name. What is that? Ford is parked in Gandhi Street at area name is Velacheri. So it needs to return Ford is parked in Velacheri at um, Gandhi Nagar at Velacheri. So Ford is parked in Gandhi Street at Velacheri. So I can replace this also with a tick symbol. For now, I'm not going to do, because you can do on your own and then you can check what is the difference between this. So I'm leaving it as it is. So what we have studied now, what is the use of this? This is nothing but it refers this object. So we will see the definition here. See, in JavaScript, this keyword when used with objects method, because this is the objects method, when used with objects method, refers to the object. So it is going to refer nothing but the object. Okay, refers to the object, and then this is bound to an object. So it is inside the object, so it is bound to the object. If I'm using it in another object, that this, if I'm having an another let me say, let cup equal to color red, and then I'm having a function show color function. I'm going to return the color of cup is what I'm going to access, this dot cup. So here this ref is nothing but this cup. So here this is nothing but this car. So this, here it is bound to this object, and then here it is bound to this object. So that is what they are saying. This is bound to an object. This is bound to an object. So let me call this also cup. Cup is an object name here, and then I'm going to call show color. So color is going to return the color of the cup. Cup is undefined. Why it is saying undefined? Sorry, this dot color. It's my mistake. So this dot color. So it is showing the color of the cup is red. Fine. So we have seen object and its properties, and then how we can access the properties and also the methods inside the object, and what is this in object. So this is another method how to call an object. Before that, I can say some. There are some functions. Okay, I can say this before that. I can delete. I want to delete. I want to delete what to say, this property I'm going to delete. So what I need to do, I have a PPT for it. So I can use this delete of what is car dot, I'm going to delete is good condition. So if I'm printing car here, so the is condition before it was there, is condition property was there. Here using the delete operator or delete operator, we are deleting the we are we are deleting the property named is good condition, so it got deleted from this object. It got deleted from this object. You can see the property is not present. Okay, this is a simple thing. Fine. Next thing is, we will see this also. Comparing objects. Like the array, object will also store as a reference. So array, what I have mentioned, what is reference? It will, if I copy an array from, if I copy an array into another array using the equal to symbol and all, it will just point to the same memory. So let me say, if I'm using like this, if I'm copying, I'm having a variable fruit and then I'm copying it in the fruit bear. So if I'm actually here, I'm just checking with equal to operator. So if I'm checking with equal to operator, it will return true because both will point to the same memory. If I'm changing, I can show how I have it for what is that array. First, I can say object one. Let me copy this object here. So let object 2 is equal to object 1. This concept you all already know, if you would have known if you have seen that array PPT. So object, I'm just going to change object 1 dot color equal to pink. I'm just changing the color of the object 1 color. Now I'm printing object 2. What will be our output? The color got changed. I'm just changing the object 1's color. Before that I have copied, still object 2 color also got changed. If I'm consoling object 1, same values will be there. So it is nothing but, it is not just copy, it is just copying, it is not copying the value, it is also just pointing to the same memory. If I'm changing one value, another value will also get affected. So for that, what we need to do, in array we have many methods like mapping and all. Here also we can use for loop and those steps to copy, but we already, as we have seen the spread operator there, I can use that 3 dot operator. See, object 1's value is pink and then object 2 is not changed. I have just cloned it like this. So I am changing only object 1's value. So object 1 value got changed, but object 2 value remains the old thing. So it did not change. So here it is not saving it as a kind of, it is not copying the same memory, sharing the same memory. It will copy just the value and then keeping the variable in the different memory. So if you have any confusion in this, you can go back to arrays and then you can check this exactly. Object would also use the same kind of memory pointing and then storage. We can use the same dot operator. There we would have used like a square bracket like this, but here, since it is an object, we need to use curly brace. Let's see. Okay, I'll take some more things in objects and then let me wind up this session. I'm going to teach only two methods in objects because there are many methods in objects, but the only I'm going to teach some predefined methods, not this method. These are all the methods we can add on our own. There are some kind of in array we have used like a filter and then map and then sorting and those kind of function. I'm going to just teach only two methods in objects. Let me go to that. Yes, this thing. Three native ways. I'm going to just teach two here. There are other ways also. I'm going to iterate, not I'm not going to say the methods. I'm just going to iterate we are just going to see how to iterate the array. Sorry, iterate the object. Let me see. Let me add an object. Oh, we can use the same object itself. For now, I'm just removing this functions. I'm using it here itself for our key in what is that car. So this is the object name here. So I'm going to just print console.log of key. So first we will check what it will return. So what it is showing name is good condition, type and parking address. So it is listing all the key inside the object. So here I can also use, I can use any name I want. Let me use some random thing and then I'm copying it here. Answer won't get changed because in this here, if I use in some object, so what are any variable I can use like property, prop, and anything. Here the keys will get stored, and then we can each key will come in the in each iteration. So first iteration, first key will come name, and second iteration, second key will come, and then third key will come. So I want to show the value also, how I can show the value of the property car of prop. So before going to the console, let me explain how it will work. So in prop, in the for first iteration, what will come? I'll write in the above thing. So first iteration. The first iteration prop is, what will be the prop? First property name. So name console.log, first thing is name. Okay, comma, and then what? Car of name, right? So I have used this prop inside this square bracket. So car is this object, and then I'm just using this prop. So what is this prop? Car of name. So car of name, what it will show? Ford. So it will show Ford. So first iteration outputs name, comma, name, and then Ford. Second iteration, so what value will come in prop? In prop, it will come this, and then in car of prop, what is there inside that? If it is false, it will show false. If here it is true, so true. So what will be the output in the second iteration? Prop, comma, what is that? True. Third iteration, I'm just explaining it for your understanding. So in third iteration, what it will be? It will be type and then car of type. What is the car of type? The value is sedan, right? Sedan. So after third iteration, it will come. Let me remove this because it's a nested object. It may be a little bit confusing. I'm removing that. Sedan. So what will be the output? Type sedan. So let me go to this. So what it is showing? Name Ford, and then this condition true, and then type sedan. So you can type and then you can analyze what it is coming. Then only it will be clear to you. Just seeing it here, I don't know how much you can understand, but this is nothing big thing here. If we use in and this object name, so this is the object name here. So each key is will come here. So each key, what is the first key here? Name. So first loop name will come. So I am just printing car of name. So car of name is Ford, and then second time it will be is good condition. So car of is good condition is true. So is good condition true, and then third time type. So type and then car of type is sedan. So we have seen this for loop, and then what is object dot keys? Let me show object dot keys of car. So I'm going to. So we are going to console it, and then we are gonna check what it is showing. Name and then is good condition and then type. So we are getting all the values of keys by using this object dot keys. This is the predefined method. So if I give object dot keys, and if I pass any object, let me say I'm going to pass this cup. So what will be the output? It will say color and show color. Color is one thing. Yeah, show color is also a property which is having a function inside it. So this keys will just give the key values, it will just print the keys inside it. So let me again show car. So it is showing all the keys. Name is good condition and then type. Okay. You all go through the session, and then if you have any doubts, take a note of it, and then you can reach me anytime. We haven't seen another two methods of how to create objects. We have just seen only one method, that is an object literal method, creating an object using like this. We directly wrote an object like this. So we have just seen only one method. There are another two methods using the constructor. Using constructor is another method, and then third method is here I have given using object dot create. There are three methods. So we have just seen one method. We will just touch this in the next session, how we can create object using constructor and then objects. But I'll suggest you guys to learn concept of class. If you guys have already studied any other programming language like C++, object-oriented programming language, you might have came across the word class. So wait, C++ I can go. So if you have time, if you want to understand things clearly, just go through what is class and then what is object, how they are accessing object. I'm not saying don't confuse much with this, but still just try to understand where we are using this object. if you are familiar with little bit of classes, then it will be easy to understand the next two creation methods. So it is a kind of constructor, right? So constructor is like a class. Constructor is like a class. So if you know already how the class is working in object oriented programming, and also the how we can create object using that class, it will be clear. I'll try to explain it from the basics, but still if you want to understand better, just go through what is class and then objects. Yeah, that's it for today's class.